hadn't seen that film before. Thank you. I know there are two incredibly talented women who were responsible for that film, so I just want to thank you for putting together an incredible tribute to all the people who I am privileged to work with. I also want to thank Sheila for your incredibly generous remarks. It has been a real inspiration for me to work with Sheila Johnson, and I hope you know how much your support and your friendship means to me, but also to all of us at CARE. It's incredible. So thank you so much, Sheila. And I am just so humbled and extremely honored by this award, and feel so privileged to have been given so many incredible opportunities throughout my career to be able to try to contribute to having a positive contribution to social change. It's also a great honor to be able to be recognized along with people like Michael Wilner and Bill Rohde, who will be recognized after me, two people who I have great admiration for. And I also just want to re-acknowledge two people who Steve acknowledged earlier. My brother, who is here tonight, who is a leader in his own right, who has had many leadership roles in HIV and currently heads the Ford Foundation HIV efforts. He has been a real wonderful colleague, but perhaps more importantly, he's been a wonderful brother to me. So thank you, Jay, for being here. And also want to recognize one of my real sheroes, Dr. Mathilde Krim, who is the founder of the American Foundation for AIDS Research. She has been such a wonderful pioneer in the field and also an incredible advocate for social justice and social change. So Mathilde, thanks again for being here and for all you have done for so many years, including the Woody Allen thing. But there are also many people who are not on stage tonight who are true heroes: grandmothers raising orphan grandchildren, community members caring for one another as the disease undermines their school systems, their health systems, and their very livelihood. Women who have lost husbands and who are sick themselves but struggle valiantly to provide brighter futures for their children, just like we all want. Getting to know them and being inspired by their courage has been one of the greatest honors and privileges of my life. I hope that I have done something that has improved their lives, and I know that as a result of knowing them, I am a better person. I often say that I didn't choose a career in AIDS, it chose me. When I started my career in the mid-'80s, I was dissuaded from working on AIDS because many thought it was just a curiosity and really not that important. Of course, before long, it was clear that it had become the defining public health issue of our time. HIV/AIDS, though, is not only an urgent public health issue, but it is also a glaring example of some of the most critical social and economic inequities that our world faces. We are successful in fighting AIDS when we tackle the root causes of vulnerability, issues like poverty, stigma and discrimination, homophobia, racism, and gender inequality. That's why I am happy to be at the helm of an organization that links our work on HIV with the broader issues of social and economic development for poor communities around the world, with programs that help to reduce stigma for pregnant women who fear getting tested because of the risk of discrimination, programs that provide education for children orphaned by AIDS, microfinance programs that help families generate income so they don't have to make a choice between buying food or buying medications. Let me just end by saying why the work of Cable Positive is so important and why I think Steve is such a hero for all of us here tonight. This industry is in the unique position of being able to use the power of mass media to educate and to advocate, to help prevent the spread of HIV and to generate support for people whose lives are impacted by AIDS. We have made tremendous progress, but the epidemic is far from over. Last year, 2 million people died, and another 2.5 million people became infected with HIV. These are largely preventable deaths and preventable infections. In this country alone, 40,000 people each year are still becoming infected with HIV. In poorer countries, more than 70% of people who need life-saving treatment still don't have access and don't receive it. We still have a long way to go. So thank you, Cable Positive, for your continued contributions for these 16 years, and thank you for this incredible honor. It gives me the inspiration to continue to do what I can to ensure that one day our world will be free of AIDS as we know it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chairman and CEO of MTV Networks, Judy